Relax sensitive. The electromagnetic shielding is showing this.
Oh, it's zero.
It's zeros.
Zero. That's the first time I've seen zero all day. Zero.
This is electromagnetic pollution free, folks.
Oh my God.
There is no sound, there is no note, there is no problem.
Okay, there's a little one.
The little one first, when you first turn it on, it has to be free of contact up with this. Okay, so we see the zeros coming all the way across.
That's incredible. After seeing the iMRS and the Bemer,
yeah,
this is incredible.
Okay, now it gets even better because now we can.
Because again, it's plugged in, folks.
Let's turn this. Yeah, it's all turned on. No, we're not moving anything else. Keep staying right here.
Well, I want to show that that it's plugged in.
Plugged in. Okay.
Because I mean, somebody could just like put a pad up that's not plugged in. So there's the cord from the wall to the QRS, which is plugged in, and this is the cord coming out of the QRS to this mat. And turn it on.
It goes to zero as it calculates. Okay. What it's doing is reading the overall flux density of the environment. When it zeroes out to zero, this is what sold me on this QRS. It is absolutely incredible. Now notice here on our tri-field meter, this is showing the pulsing. This is set to go at a triple pulse. Pulse, pulse, pulse. Pulse, pulse, pulse. See the triune 3 pulses. That's what a pulse electromagnetic field is all about. We didn't see any of this with the Bemer. None of this. It was all a constant high pegging electromagnetic field. Okay? We see how the flux doesn't measure. It's not, because this electromagnetic pulse of 3 pulses is shielded. It's going into the cells that need it. Pulse, 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 see? But all the way across, you see it at even. There's no density differences like you see in the Bemer.
And that's still at 0.
Yeah, still 0. See, that has not changed. It's still pulsing the same pulse. Beam, beam, beam. Pulse, pulse, pulse. That's what a pulsed electromagnetic field is supposed to do. Okay? I would go so far as to say the Bemer is not a PEMF at all. It's a sawtooth electromagnetic field. It doesn't pulse whatsoever. We've proven that. The programs show it. Okay? So this is on our lowest setting. Now, what's amazing about the QRS, I'm going to leave this all here. We're going to change this out to go to a different, from relax to basis, and go to medium, and you'll see that the pulsing pattern changes. Now suddenly we have a field, and we have a sound. We've got more intense. But you can feel the pulse field.
And still it's at
still,
0, 0, 0,
the flux density is still 0. You can still pick it up, and it's changing. Pulse, 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 pulse. See this?
And still little to nothing electric shock.
Now we go to the sensitive.
We have to stop it. Basic, sensitive. Basis, sensitive.
And so the sensitivity, see how it's different? You can't even pick it up with this because it's not putting out any flux. This field here on the tri-field is showing a lower sensitivity. It's not going all the way up, it's going just partially up. So see the difference in the two settings is this is not a triple pulse. It's a constant steady pulse. Beam, 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 beam.
Right, versus the relaxing.
Again, this is what all the patents are all about, is showing the differences in the not only intensity, but the pattern of the pulses. Isn't a key part of what the research has done with Dr. Pauling and others, okay? So now let's go to the intense on the same pattern. We go to the, still on basis, and so we're here on intensive. Now you'll see the difference. As I push this on, you'll hear the machine go off. See? Because we're very intensive now. And see, we're pegging it all the way in. And now this is showing it here too.
It's still zero.
Still zero. That's electromagnetic pollution that's not happening.
No electromagnetic pollution at basis intensive.
And that's as high as it's been. But see, the pulsing is so important. We saw none of this pulsing with the Bemer.
Right.
And very little pulsing with this, except for the 12 cycle on the iMRS.
Right. And again,
Okay.
that is, the electrosmog is just amazing.
Now let's go to the next level.
Vital?
Yeah, the vital, and you can see, we'll go hit vital sensitive. Okay. Because it's still sensitive. See the difference in the pulse? But there's no sound. And zeros. Zeros in the flux density.
This is incredible.
Okay.
It's like swimming in mud, and now we're swimming.
Yeah, isn't it
We've gone
exciting?
from swimming in mud to...
No, it's the difference between night, darkness, and day, light. Okay, it's that difference. People want you to believe there's really no difference in pulse electromagnetic fields. I'm telling you, there's a huge difference in these PEMF pads. Okay, huge difference. Okay, so let's leave it there. You see this? We'll leave it together. Now I'm going to turn it up to the medium level on vital.
Wow.
Here's the medium. Okay. Medium level.
You have to turn this down?
Nope, that's showing that it's pegging.
Okay. So vital medium is similar to the Bemer on all the time.
Yeah, but notice this. It's still like a sawtooth pulse, but there's no flux.
Right.
There's no electromagnetic smog.
That's incredible.
You can pick it up. Okay.
That isn't just incredible.
But see, on either the iMRS or the Bemer, you couldn't have that pickup. It was so flux. It was so much flux and interference, which is the very definition of electrosmog. It's interference. You're not getting this clear signal. This QRS pad, when I got all three of them to test myself, because I'm from Missouri, you got to show me, you got to prove it to me. I was like, wow. I called our friend up that provided it. I says, there's such a huge difference, I'm just stunned. And so the next thing is, let's make a video to show and tell the people objectively what's going on here. Okay, now the last setting is the highest of the high. Okay, we're going to go to vital intensive. Notice how it's just really more.
Wow, this is the max setting.
Max setting.
And there's like no electrosmog.
A little bit, but it's shielded. It's 0, 0, 1. 0, 2 as you come up, but you get closer to the mat. There's a little bit, but you're talking that there was 35 to 40 power flux density on both of those other pads. I mean, that's, believe me, when I test for harmful electromagnetic flux, anything about 30 to 50 is dangerous. It's what you see in front of a computer. You don't see this flux on the QRS pad. You definitely hear the intensity and see how this is pegged. Which brings us back to this. Now let's leave this here.